What up? What up, Schwiebel? What up? I hear myself. What up, Schwiebel? I hear myself. It is a disgusting voice. It doesn't understand why you listen to him. Today is a beautiful sunny day in the great state of Louisiana. We had a tornado go by yesterday. It didn't touch down. It was just staying up in the clouds, weirdly enough. You know how those bow echoes are? I think that's what they're called. Whenever you got the little spirals on the... Whenever you got... Speaking of spirals, I'm staring at one right now. At the control main menu. I'm still kind of adjusting everything right now. Oh yeah, anyway, so... Funny story, whenever the tornado was coming, I took Demeter and put her in her little cage and I went under the house. We live in a raised house about like 10, 12 feet up off the ground. So, you know, going under this place, there's like little stilts. So I was under the house waiting for about like 45 minutes. I'm wondering, damn, where's everybody else? You know, nobody came down into the little area that we have. It's not really a basement. And so I decide, okay, I'm going to leave the cat down here and go see why everybody else isn't like down here already. So I go back up the stairs, and I go in and everybody's just sitting on the couch, not worried. I'm like, why aren't you going downstairs? Don't you know there's a tornado coming? They look at me and they're like, oh, the tornado passed by like 20 minutes ago. I was under the house for an extra 20 minutes. Apparently they tried calling me to let me know that, you know, the danger was gone. But, but my phone was dead. You know, that's very smart of me. During, like, any type of natural disaster, you should always have your phone charged all the way, and I didn't. A few people to the west got messed up by the tornado. It's unfortunate. I hope the best for the people that got hit by that thing. That's the nature of living in Louisiana, though. Very strong and unpredictable weather patterns. Alrighty, shall we try again playing this game? I got a cup of coffee. Bottled water. I think we're good to go. Oh, I also got a couple of DLC. This game was actually gifted to me like a year and a half ago. And I'm going to feel horrible for saying this. I don't know if it was Duke or if it was Marvelous that gifted it to me. I think it was Duke. They're both our moderators. And but something I didn't do last time we started streaming this is I want to say thank you to for the gift. So thank you for the gift. I'm just going to start up a new game because it kept on like fucking up on us. New game.
Warning. This is gonna be weirder than usual.
Already had an audio skip.
Can't be helped.
That was on my end, y'all.
You called
No
me,
worries.
so here I am.
Call me, come on, call me.
I know I shut you out sometimes.
I
always
haven't heard of it.
here.
I haven't heard anything from Blondie in forever.
It's just that I get my hopes up. So many times it's led to nothing. I found nothing. It's like we live in a room and there's a poster on the wall. We stare at it and we think that's the whole world. The room and the poster. The picture's something nice.
Duke,
A landscape.
welcome.
A famous person. Like in that movie. What is it called? The prison movie.
Duke, you were the one that gifted this to me, right?
And the picture, it's different for each of us. It can be beautiful or terrible, but we're all transfixed. But it's all a lie. Something to distract us from the truth.
Thank you kindly, man.
They're lying to us. We're lying to ourselves. The room's not.
I still need to
the
finish
world.
10
The
Dead Doves
world
for you.
is much bigger and much stranger. There's a hole hidden behind that poster that leads to the real world. We all feel safe in that room. But sometimes something crawls out from behind the poster. And the ones that see it happen freak out and try to forget what they saw. I'm here. Why did you bring me here? Hello? Yeah.
And I'll make this joke again. It looks like we're in control now.
I can feel it. It resonates. The things you show me, my friend, I forget. It's all in my head. There's no you, right? Where's everybody? I need someone to point me in the right direction.
You won't spoil it, but if I've never played this, I'd have missed out on a part on the Alan Wake universe. You're trying to send an email for research on your video, and the contact section of the website is missing. Damn. Sorry, man. I'm going to read that document for us. Again. Correspondence. Prohibited items reminder. Certain objects are not allowed inside the Bureau. Recent incidents have necessitated an issued reminder on prohibited materials, unauthorized weapons, pagers, laptops, smartwatches, smartphones, smart gaming devices, anything smart. Number 2, pencils. Any objects considered iconic representations of an archetypical concept. Rubber ducks and ketchup bottles. All material under Bureau investigation is to be brought in through the private entrances. If you see any lobby personnel in breach of these policies, please notify your supervisor immediately. They have one of those air shoot mail systems. I don't think I've a lot of this is already redacted. The collectibles are really telling the details. This is like trying to get the manuscript pages in Alan Wake. Staffing surveillance data center data censure. Dater. Office equipment, janitorial costs, redacted, mold removal, HQ livability costs. For cost breakdown spreadsheet, see page 5 for 5-year comparison chart. See page 9. Oh man, I needed to take a big breath after that one. I need to actually learn how to breathe while I talk.
I saw it a long time ago. I keep seeing it in my dreams.
Hello, Dr. Darling. I remember you from Alan Wake 2. And of course, we've already met Ahti. Director Zachariah Trench. It feels so weird that all these doors are automatic.
Federal Bureau of Control. All these years I've been looking for them and they were hiding in plain sight.
That's just a reflection. Security orders. A shark in his, although secure, permission to, following basic protocol, shoot to kill. Good luck. A shark. There's a land shark running around, y'all trying to kill us. I haven't ever played Grim Fandango. Hello, as you all should know by now, the R4 reports are due by the end of the week. We're still waiting on them from a number of people. If you need an extension, please request form R4.E from your supervisor. If you think you're exempt from filing an R4, then you'll need to get written permission from your department chief saying so. Remember, R4s are mandatory under section 75.2 of the Employee Manual. If your R4 requires interdepartmental claims, then please contact the appropriate department head. Dr. Darling, Miss Marshall, Mr. Salvador, or Mr. Kirkland, as needed. They'll be busy on Thursday in their annual policy review, so please schedule accordingly. Best, your admin team.
Hello?
I swear, I keep on seeing like a green light at out of the corner of my screen. Average SCP entry.
Excuse me.
Hey, Ahti.
There you are. You are here about the job. Janitor's assistant. You need to go to the interview. Go that way to the elevator.
Thanks. Elevator that way. Got it.
Very good. I'm Ahti, the janitor, by the way. You'll work for me. You can say I sent you. If they don't hire you, they
Ahti, the ancient Finnish water god.
there'll be work for the axe. Take them behind the sauna, you malauta.
I've done enough night shift loner jobs to know it makes us come off.
I remember whenever y'all told me that during the Alan Wake 2,
Friendly face in my book.
Better than somebody with no face at all. Think about it. No face.
But that said, I know what you're thinking. If there's an axe murderer around, that's him.
Yeah, you see the green flickering dot? There it is.
The cell. And the poster. I was 11 years old the first time I saw behind the poster. They told me I imagined it.
I remember whenever y'all told me that Ahti was like some Finnish water god in Alan Wake 2 until we beat it. You told me that Finnish and Estonian isn't too far from a language barrier. I also learned today that Estonian is one of the hardest languages for English speakers to learn. Oh, I love this intro. Proceed deeper into the
Did I lose you there for a moment?
bureau.
You know what's on my mind. My baby brother, Dylan. 17 years since the men of this bureau took him.
He wasn't letting me move my mouse there for a second. We got alarms going off already. Approved terminology reminder. Reminder, drafting any public-facing material. While pending any notifications of death related to the Willow AWE, please adhere to the following guidelines, word/phrase to use. In the service of his or her country, regret, proud, pride, will be remembered. Word/phrases to avoid. Alaska, scissors, blood, bleed, loss, apologies, and sorry. Hindi and Urdu are mutually intelligible. We're not allowed in. The fuck is that green dot that keeps on showing up at the left side of my screen?
Shit.
I'm just gonna assume it's part of the game.
Shit. You want me to pick it up? The murder weapon? Really?
This is about where we were last time whenever our stream started disconnecting.
And there goes the poster.
Objects of power can cause or be results of AWE's altered world events, intrusions upon the perceived reality. Now, the service weapon is, of course, a prime example of an OOP, a very powerful one. Ingrained in the Bureau's DNA, a key component in our prime candidate program. Come out of that Russian roulette a winner and you're it.
Look at this place. Where am I?
I wonder if I could have seen this, seen what the board is saying to me if I didn't have the subtitles turned on. A giant inverted pyramid. Oh!
The same gun. Okay, now I have a gun.
The service weapon regenerates automatically. Ugh, man, I can barely talk. Coffee time. Oh shit, never mind, not coffee time. Time to fight. Oh, yep. Dudes with guns. Deactivating DLA and switching over to MSAA. Okay. Thank you. Let's try and do that real quick. Green flickering dot. That'd be under. DLAA. Where's that? Because I'm going to keep on staring at that green dot. I'm looking for that setting. I can't seem to find it. I'm going to try switching to full screen. Well, actually, it says it was designed for that field of view. Here we go, MSAA. I'll turn that up to ×2. Put this on auto. We'll see. The board appoints us. Who the hell is the board?
Something's coming. This threat. An attack. Duty as director. Keep the Bureau safe.
Did you hear that? It's the dead man. Right after the pyramid spoke to me, and it was just noise, and I understood every word. And this gun's alive. You know what? I'm happy. Happy to be here.
Let's see if there's any documents.
It's quieted down outside. Is it safe to go?
Whoa!
You can't let this happen. 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 You stopped it. You... Oh, thank you. That was... horror. Walk away!
They're all possessed by something. Whoa. It's like their bodies are dissipating. We need clearance level 1.
The hotline. Secure line of communication. Guidance. Reach the hotline.
The hotline, says the dead man. Okay.
The game's audio is delayed. Hold on. Sorry for all these problems. All right, let's see if that fixed it. Okay, that's cool. They got fully destructible environments. And we've only got half health, I'm just realizing. How's that sound for everybody?
Reminder, if you experience an unanticipated building shift, follow these simple steps.
That's it's something I've noticed with my recordings as well, is that the if I record sometimes the audio gets delayed.
Object of power to the nearest safe room. 3. Wait for Bureau staff to find you and the object. If there are no altered items or objects of power in the vicinity, then reach your supervisor via the nearest intercom and await further instructions. Thank you for your attention.
I'm looking something up real quick. Okay, that's what I'm hearing whispering. I don't think I should shoot these people. A photo of Director Trench. So much is expected from the director. The responsibility, the privilege. Zachariah Trench. Hiss Guard. Field research on Hiss entity. Hiss corrupted security guard. Confidential. The Bureau has many internal security personnel. The Hiss was quick to take advantage of this fact. The Hiss guards used the standard issue bullpup rifles they carried prior to corruption, while the armored guards carry pump-action shotguns. Okay, we got to worry about armored people, I guess. They have no observed paranatural abilities, with the exception that certain Hiss guards are protected by a shielding of dense Hiss resonance, capable of stopping bullets. Is this shielding result of prolonged Hiss corruption? Does the Hiss mature in organic hosts over time? More data is needed. Did the Hiss target individuals with combat training? Does the Hiss have that level of cognizance? Does it utilize hosts for tasks they are best suited to? Combat-trained hosts are reserved for combat. These are all questions for later, though it is obvious that corrupted individuals retain knowledge on the use of their weapons. Refer to Redacted for full report. Service weapon. The object's form is variable. When bound, the object allows para-utilitarians to redact. This object must only be bound by individuals seeking the role of, I'm assuming, the director. The object will determine whether redacted. If rejected, the applicant is terminated. This process is dictated by the board, though their criteria is unknown. I'll assume that's the board. The object was discovered inside the oldest house in the room that is now used as a director's office. The popular hypothesis, blank, many forms throughout history, blank, Mjolnir, Excalibur, Varunastra, all weapons that redacted of their wielders. If objects of power are the convergence of forces based on the collective subconscious, then this may be the original manifestation of that event. If this is the case, blank, see Dr. Darling presentation 11.1 for more details. We already listened to the building shifts one. For the Marshall's eyes only. Marshall. Oh, for Marshall's eyes only. Marshall. We checked out this suspected AWE in Duluth. Wasn't anything. Just like the house fire before this. And the malfunctioning clothes dryer before that. My team is getting pretty sick of duds. We need to find a better way to sort the fake AWEs from the real thing. Or you need to rotate these field agents off for a bit. Anyway, we're en route to Sherman Ranch. Next one on the list. Let's hope it's a little livelier there. Sincerely, Agent Keenum. From L. Keenum. Well, in this line of work, I'm assuming it's better that if you guys find a dud. Because this is what happens to you if you don't find a dud. I hope I fixed the audio issue. Dinner reservations? Dinner reservations at 7 p.m. at Chez Ombre. Wife will meet you there. Don't be late. Flowers are ready for you at the lobby reception. Remember, she's turning 46. 46 is underlined. They didn't need to underline the 46. Hey, wait, what? Remember to wash your hands. Your hands can spread the mold. The mold. Delays caused by house shifts do not count towards overtime. Spinning out of control. Yes. Food left in the refrigerator in the containment break room 3B has been known to vanish. Plan accordingly. Yeah, that's not an AWE. That's somebody stealing the food. Acoustic guitar for sale. Turns out it's pretty hard. If interested, see Greg in maintenance. Don't bring dogs into the office. Some of us have allergies. Let's say hi and welcome to some of our newest people in the oldest house. What the hell is the oldest house? The weapon was found in the oldest house.
The hissing sound that tried to invade me earlier. The hiss.
Taking your co-workers' lunch and blaming it on supernatural entities.
Is the hiss your enemy? Alright, it's our enemy.
This is our enemy. Okay. Visitor evaluation.
It's contagious. It burrows in like an infuriating melody that makes you hum it over and over.
How to handle unscheduled visitors entering the lobby. Start with the following. Welcome to the Federal Bureau of Control. Established in 1964 as part of an effort to strengthen government relations. We are proud to serve the United States and her people as we strive for transparency and excellence in all aspects of our esteemed nation's infrastructure. If they do not leave, then ask them these questions. Are you here to see someone? Are you from New York City or just visiting? How'd you find the place? If their answers are sufficiently harmless, explain that this is a secure federal office and that they'll need to leave immediately. If their answers seem suspicious, escort them to a private room. There, perform the gunner's psychological assessment. If their responses are within the acceptable range of deviance, see the provided scoring sheet, then blank immediately. Remember, there's no such thing as too suspicious. Yeah, exactly, whenever it comes to, like, supernatural entities and shit. Urban legends. I'm loving this. Urban legends are believed to affect the creation of altered materials, but can also dictate the characteristics of an altered world event. Urban legends are understood as the modern evolution of Jung's archetypes. We recognize certain redacted, informed by our own redacted and popularized by our media. We have additionally proven that urban legends can be artificially redacted in popular culture using redaction. Our Bureau-made anthology television program. Bureau-made anthology television program. Once the seeds are sown, human imagination exacerbates the details. Certain paranatural phenomena contain clear elements of popularized folklore. AWEs that only occur on redacted. A pair of scissors that consume human flesh through 2 punctures of the redacted. I'm going to assume that's either human blood or human flesh. These details living in the minds of so many have been given strength through belief. Urban legends are not just stories for children. They are paranatural realities waiting to happen. Refer to file 493-6942 for full report. So I'm thinking Bureau-made anthology television program. Is that Night Springs? No. Am I? Oh! Soygio, thank you kindly for the YouTube sub. Okay, I didn't know I could destroy the radio. My bad. I'm just having fun exploring around. It's the pyramid. That's a grenade. I'm picking up all these materials, hidden trend and hidden memory.
Must cleanse control points. An enemy. Corrupt. Spreading.
Corruption is spreading.
Cleanse the control point. What does that mean? Help me fix it.
My question is, why the hell do we have these powers? The way this starts out, the character just monologues. We walk into a freaking building and we're like casting force powers and using an Excalibur gun.
You did it.
Nice.
We did it.
We can change our outfits and faster. What?
Are you with us? With the Bureau? Are you still safe?
Thanks for showing me the way, Dylan. I'm assuming that's what they're.
I can't tell you how happy I am to talk to somebody sane.
I guess you could say that was a banger song.
Yeah, I'm Pope, Emily Pope, Dr. Darling's assistant.
My turn. Should I lie?
Nah.
Jesse Faden. I'm just visiting. I should have lied.
Oh shit! You're the new director. Hold on, we're coming out.
Why would they have shelters with a max occupancy of only 6? Yes! People survived! I'm happy to see that. I guess those shelters really do work.
Call me Jesse.
Okay, Jesse. I'm Emily. Look, somehow this hostile force, this
Hiss?
that works. Somehow the Hiss managed to infiltrate the building without any warning.
And just like that, my name for it is official. The Hiss. Like the sound of poison gas leaking in.
We're in full lockdown. It seems to have spread everywhere and to everyone not protected by an HRA. And, extraordinarily, you. You are the director, and that makes you special by definition. Trench is no longer the director, obviously. I'm sorry, I'm talking...
I think Trench is still around, just in another form.
A lot.
Trench is dead. Shot.
Ah.
I found his body. And the gun. Do I tell her it looked like a suicide?
The service weapon.
Yes.
Also, and this can sound crazy, but he keeps appearing to me, saying things. It's hard to make
The truth shall
out,
set you
but
free.
the
Set you
cleanse
free.
the control point. Push the Hiss out. The whole room shifted around.
You did that? And you entered the building when it was already in the lockdown before you became the new director? How?
I'm not ready to tell her about you yet. A janitor let me in.
I love it. This is fucking unbelievable. I can't even... Look, Jesse, I have a million questions, and you probably have a million more.
Like, do you know my brother Dylan?
Do you?
Not yet.
But there's something I need to ask you to do first. If you can cleanse a control point, then you can maybe cure those infected or possessed by the Hiss. Because if that's possible, our options are very different.
Emily Pope. I don't know her, but I like her already. She's the opposite of the faceless agency I've blamed for what happened to me for so long. But I can't trust her yet. Or rather, the Bureau she's a part of. Yes. I can try. I'm speaking for you, of course. We can try it together. Okay. You with
Jesse
me?
will explain her powers directly at some point.
Before. Push the Hiss out. It didn't work. The hiss has burrowed too deep, ripping.
The hiss manifests in human hosts in numerous ways. The most common and least intense form is seen in the many corrupted agents floating throughout the Bureau. The hiss agents have maintained their human appearance, undergoing no obvious physical transformation. The most notable distinction from an unaffected human is the fact that they levitate. These hiss have displayed no aggressive behavior. They only seem interested in vocalizing the strange incantation ad infinitum. Ad infinitum. Perhaps these vessels are only meant to propagate the hiss corruption, like spores or Wi-Fi boosters. Or they are cocoons, preparing to enter their next stage of evolution. When attacked, hiss agents disappear, perhaps entering a state of invisibility, or undergoing a transformation into a purely resonant form. Research is ongoing. Refer to file redacted for full report.
It out, rips them apart.
Jesse!
I can't cleanse them.
I saw. It was worth a shot. Thank you, Director. Jesse.
I'm gonna tell her why I'm here. I'll risk it.
Listen. The Bureau was involved in an incident in my hometown, Ordinary, 17 years ago. The Bureau came in and covered the whole thing up. I've been looking for this place for a long time.
That's enough. Maybe that's too much already. I can't tell her about Dylan and the rest yet.
I've seen mentions of an Altered World event case dealing with Ordinary. You were at Ground Zero as a child? It was one of the big ones, and before my
A town called Ordinary.
And very classified.
Far from ordinary.
I can try to dig out some old files for you. My boss, Casper Darling, would know, but he's missing. I think he knew this was coming, or suspected. He came up with the HRAs, the Hadron Resonance Amplifiers. I think they're what saved us. Or a few of us. And Director Trench would know.
Trench. The ghost, or whatever he is. He mentioned something called the Hotline. Said I should find it.
It's another object of power, like the gun, an old Bakelite telephone. A direct line of communication between the director and the board. Maybe he can talk.
Hey, Marvelous, welcome.
Through that. I mean, Trench has years and years of.
You say odd choice, but there's normal Illinois.
Know how to destroy the hiss.
Where is the hotline?
It's kept in the communications department through the mailroom. It's part of this sector, so we can access it even with the lockdown in place. We'll get the door open for you.
Okay, that's my next stop.
That's Tomasi's department. He's the head of communications. I don't think he had an HRA. He kind of made a point about not wearing one earlier. Keep an eye out.
They call me the director.
Not wearing an HRA.
But that's not me.
Sounds like deciding to go into a war zone with no armor.
Why am I here? I think you already know. Yes, I came for my brother, but there are other reasons.
Yeah, it's a nice sunny day today. We don't have any winds blowing the fuck up our cable line.
I'm not looking for proof. This is already it. More than enough. No matter what they told me all those years, I know it's real now. I didn't imagine this. I want to be a part of this world. What scares me shitless is that I finally found it. Only to see the hiss destroy it all.
You know, every Remedy game I've played, I've basically given it like a 9 to a 10 out of 10. And I can already tell that this is going to be a pretty high-scoring game for me. Welcome to the oldest house.
So don't hesitate to ask me anything you want to know. There are no stupid questions. The door to the comms department is just outside the boardroom back in the lobby. They should have gotten it open by now. Follow the signs to the mail.
Bakelite, high heat, warp resistant plastic. Oh, and apparently the mayor's cringy about it.
Good luck, Jesse.
Likes to walk in the federal
Back here
meeting.
once you have the hotline.
Meetings and say, I'm the only normal man in this room. I mean, being honest, I probably would say that at every opportunity too. I am the only normal man in this room. It's like walking into Burger King and saying, I am the Burger King, whenever you're wearing a Burger King hat or a crown. It would get, I don't, it would probably get annoying to everybody else, but it'd be awesome for the person saying it.
The hotline should be in the communications department.
Okay, here we go.
Where did the hiss come from?
I'm not sure. You said the hiss was here when you entered. Did you see anything like that outside before you came in?
No. No, just inside.
The source is internal then. See, the oldest house is a sprawling complex with openings to other places as well. I don't even know where to start looking. But in the context, it's good news. The lockdown holds. The hiss escaping the building would be the end. Pretty shitty world out there if you ask me, but I wouldn't want the hiss to destroy it.
With you on that, Emily.
There's not just shitty things out there, there's also beautiful things.
You mentioned the oldest house. What is it?
This building, the Bureau headquarters, the oldest house, is a shifting place. You've seen it. It transcends its physical limits.
I've been to New York a few times. How didn't I notice this place?
It's an attribute of the building. This is a place of power. The oldest house doesn't like attention, so unless you're purposely trying to find it, you don't, which is perfect for us. The work we do here is essential, but unstable. The Bureau prefers not to be noticed. And we need strong walls to make sure nothing gets out.
So the only way you can get into the oldest house is if you know if the oldest house is there, is what I'm understanding.
Okay. This Trench guy. I keep hearing him in my head. Is he a ghost? Haunting me?
I doubt we're talking about a ghost in the traditional sense, but an echo maybe. See, if he was killed by the service weapon, your gun, maybe it's his final thoughts recorded by the bullet in his brain, like a deep space probe sending back data.
Well, that's kind of messed up.
That's just a hypothesis on my part. I'd need the gun to research it. But you better hold on to that given the circumstances.
I think I will. Yeah.
Are you guys going to be testing this gun on I was about to say D-class personnel. This is like bringing up SCP to me. Objects of power. I kind of learned a little bit about objects of power from Alan Wake 2, but it's...
Can you tell me what an object of power is exactly? This is all...
The clicker is one of them.
Well, new to me.
Don't worry, I love going over the basics. So objects of power are mundane objects that house paranatural energies and have developed a link to the astral plane and can thus be controlled, which is what differentiates them from altered items, which are still housings of paranatural forces, but are more volatile and cannot be bound in the peri-utilitarian sense. Got it?
Did she memorize this?
Got it. Thanks.
She spoke really quickly, and I kind of understood it.
So HRA stop you from becoming Hiss?
Well, it seems that way. I mean, I hadn't even heard of an HRA until a few weeks ago when Dr. Darling started handing them out. Well, I began analyzing mine as soon as I got it. I mean, each one seems to emit a powerful short-range frequency way beyond anything I've ever seen.
Doesn't the timing seem suspicious?
That's what I was just thinking. Jesse?
I thought that too. Dr. Darling usually likes to unveil his latest breakthrough in big presentations. With these, he just passed them out. Yeah, his behavior makes me wonder what exactly he knew.
Thanks, Emily. I'm sure I'll have more questions soon.
Just let me know.
All right, we need to make our way to that yellow marker. Hey, wait, what? Nostalgia department.
There it is again. Our welcome message.
Redacted, redacted, redacted. I wonder if he just keeps going. The word is redacted, or the word has been redacted, because there's a difference. See, the thing is about like this insane ramblings this person is going off on. I get the feeling that there is some meaning behind it if you can read between the lines. I don't know if there is a sneaking mechanic in this game, but I'm gonna try. Yep. Okay, I think there is a little bit of one. Travel costs. Visited the following Nevada accommodations: Desert Sun Inn, Big Sky Motel, Starlight Motel In-N-Out, Aztec Court, Sleepy Bear Motel, Silver Spurs Ranch, El Gato Blanco Inn, A+ Lodge. Expenditures: accommodation $831.29, meals $714.84, gasoline $295.12, minibar, damn, $313.61. You guys almost spent half of what you did on accommodation. I mean, y'all were doing pretty damn good for the budget on the accommodations. I mean, all these, like, motels and hotels sound like they're hole in the walls, but y'all decide to freaking, like, up the cost using a minibar? Can't y'all just, like, go across the street to the gas station and get cheaper drinks there instead of getting the overpriced bullshit? Okay, I'm done. I do wonder if a motel called the Ocean View is going to be found in a landlocked state, but hey, I guess I'm not paid to think, right? And for the record, I again request that you give us the budget to get 2 rooms each night. Agent Rowley and myself are very tired of sleeping in the same room. See you on the road, Agent L. Hines. The boys in research said performing rituals may help identify any places of power. Drinking those little riskies is my ritual. Okay. Well, just get a big whiskey from across the street. It's weird how sneaking mechanics have kind of evolved since the Hitman series. Oh, shit! All right, we got a couple of, Hey, wait, I got another report. Portrait of, Director Zachariah Trench. I don't remember picking this up. The only person you should fail is yourself. Damn. Looking straight into my soul on that one, huh? Hiss resonance field is a physical impediment that is difficult to define. Hiss barriers appear as ways to impede, escape, or access by Bureau personnel. 2 methods have been discovered for lowering them. 1, destroy multiple concentrated resonance sources found in the vicinity. 2, destroy the Hiss entities in the area. The resonance fields seem to require support for their size and density from other non-connected sources of Hiss resonance. Without the ability to draw from these sources, the barrier will fall. Does an inactive structure made of Hiss resonance qualify as a conscious being? Does the distinction make any difference considering the Hiss? What does the very act of building walls to prevent our movement tell us about the Hiss? To what degree is it watching and planning? Refer to file redacted for full report. It's much more realistic just to acquire a disguise instead of crouch walking suspiciously everywhere. You know, that's one feature, like talking about disguises, that's one feature in D&D that I feel like was hardly ever used by any of my players. I don't think disguises really comes to people in people's minds anymore whenever it comes to anything like that. Unstable area notice. Due to recent fluctuations in the nearest control point, the area's stability has been downgraded to yellow. Reference chart. Green, stable. Yellow, low possibility of unanticipated building shifts. Orange, high likelihood of unanticipated building shifts. Red, frequent unanticipated building shifts. Downgraded to yellow. Okay. I'm just gonna search around. I don't want to go in there yet. I want to understand what these assets are used for. Undefined reading, hidden trend, house memory. Their materials. Hey, I have weapon mods? Reload speed plus 16. Yeah, I'll get that. Personal mods. Astral health boost. Unlock by upgrading. I'm sure they'll tell me how to upgrade eventually. Havana summary. Havana, however you say it. Probably Havana. An auditory event occurred at the United States Embassy in Havana, injuring the majority of diplomatic staff stationed there. Redacted deaths were reported, and the outgoing information has been managed. Event response. Bureau agents arrived at the embassy on the same day as the event was reported through federal channels, but were too late to witness the AWE, which is reported to have been redacted. Staff experienced sudden intense vibrations and noise accompanied by intense pressure in the ears. This lasted for redacted minutes. No visual phenomena was witnessed. The scene was cordoned off, and the embassy staff were transported to continental U.S. After Formula I-9 was recited in the vicinity, a single cowboy boot began to vibrate, identifying it as an altered item. The item was contained and brought to the Bureau for examination. See case file AI-85 for details. Okay. So it was a cowboy boot that and killed a bunch of people. There's like shit growing out of the vent. Okay, it's hurting us. Oh, that's really bad. Holy shit. Yeah, let's keep that door closed for now. We're gonna need something to get in there. I think I've checked everything. Moving on to the next area. Dead letters. Oh shit! That's the barriers they were talking about, and that dude has a freaking shotgun. Come on, get a little bit closer. It seems the melee attack brings down the barriers instantly. I figured that was the case. The slow knife penetrates the shield. Yeah. Are they gonna come out with a third Dune movie? I really liked the first two. Well, the first two, like, new ones, I should say. Let's just say. Yep, outdated computers. I'm loving the color palette in this game. I'm pretty sure I saw Jesse, I saw Jesse doing like an Ocelot gun flip whenever she drew on that dude earlier. You're not sure if he's directing it? Navigate through the communications department. We need to find some way to get more clearance. TV!
Just look at it. 8 inches wide and capable of storing a whopping 80 kilobytes. Stolen by our friends at the CIA, the disk held the launch codes to Soviet nukes. This is not the disk, of course, but one exactly like it. A perfect fusion of concepts vibrating in the Cold War era collective unconscious. A receptacle. It is a receptacle for dangerous energies to hone in on. And they did. We don't have the details, but when things started flying around the disk, it was transferred to us. It's an object of power. OP. Oops. Oh, and it can launch things telekinetically through the air. To date, we've launched maybe 3 pencils. And once, we even launched a cup.
All right, that's the TV series that they were talking about.
Communications. We're on the right track.
Under the conceptual reality behind all the... Is that what they're saying? Reload efficiency. I think I prefer our astral one. Sting in a wing speedo. Oh, yeah. I remember that in, Oh, shit. You alright, dude?
An object of power. Looks like the Hiss have latched onto it. We need to cleanse it.
Whoa! Okay, maybe he's not knocked out with the force of that blow just now. Jesus. Man, these people survived the Hiss infection as well. Well, the Hiss can, looks like they can also possess objects of power. House memory. This is the pneumatic nailing system. Not nailing, mailing system. I'm used to saying pneumatic nailing, but anyways. It's just throwing those canisters at us. Grab it. Grab the damn object. I didn't know that Toto actually made the soundtrack for that version of Dune.
It's harder to hear you when I'm here. It's like the channel's been changed. The board's in charge here. They're pyramids in Bureau Seal. Are they really the ones pulling the strings? I'm not their director. I'm no one's director.
Hold E to grab highlighted objects. Holy shit. That is fucking awesome. Am I just gonna gain more and more powers? The thingamajig? I mean, the board doesn't seem like it's a bad thing so far. Seems like it's helping us. Although you can't really trust entities beyond comprehension. I can pick up smaller objects for less of a energy cost, it seems. Never mind. The hiss/noise is bearing into our astral plane. You must stop/mute them, director. Okay. The floppy disk is now bound/delivered. It seems like the noises it makes has different interpretations. The hiss/antagonist.
There you are. You were gone. Cut off. I got it. Just like you wanted, right? This will help me fight the hiss.
And I can rip chunks out of the ground. Okay. That is fucking awesome. What's this? This seems heavy. This seems explosive. Where'd you go? Oh. Mail call. Damn, I missed. Who's shooting at me? Whoa, hello. Ow. I should go heal. Oh, I'm already at full. Okay. I thought there was a little bit missing. Yes, no, maybe clear possibility. That guy had a big entrance. His demolition expert. The Bureau only allows certain highly trained individuals to handle volatile materials and weaponry. Our demolition experts are instructed in the use of explosives in dimensions with distinct physical laws, making them important assets for engineering work as well as combat situations. Hiss demolition experts are the only observed Hiss variation to wield specifically built rocket-propelled grenade that is designated to identify and track blank entities once fired, making them a threat whose termination should be prioritized in combat scenarios. I find it remarkable that the Hiss restrict usage of this weapon to the Bureau personnel who train specifically for its use. What does this tell us about its behavior? Can it not pass along new information to corrupted entities? Still too many unknowns. Refer to file something for report. Hiss Ranger. The Rangers are the Bureau's well-trained and well-armed expeditionary forces. Their Hiss corrupted counterparts are equally formidable. Prior to corruption, Rangers were trained to use a variety of weapons in order to face any threat during AWE response or threshold exploration, including submachine guns, assault rifles, and automatic shotguns. Hiss Rangers utilize these weapons as well as the advanced tactics taught by the Bureau instructors, Some are additionally outfitted with Bureau-made body armor. Hiss Rangers have no observed paranatural abilities beyond some being protected by shielding of dense Hiss resonance, capable of stopping bullets. Considering the advanced training the Hiss Rangers are capable of applying to their situation, it is feasible to consider the human mind still remains intact to some degree. Or is the Hiss able to tap into this combat training and utilize it? Further observation is required. Okay. We have a case file for the floppy disk. Must be contained in a cell with no other loose material. The object is an 8-inch diskette containing Soviet-era nuclear launch codes. When bound, the object allows para-utilitarians to telekinetically lift material and throw it a short distance. See Dr. Darling presentation. We've already seen it. The object is currently bound to redacted for research purposes. Stolen from a Soviet military base located in, I'm assuming, Russia, by agents, redacted, with the CIA. The diskette contained launch codes to nuclear missiles believed to be reserved for use against America. After being returned to America, the diskette began throwing computational hardware at the members of the decoding team. An informant in the CIA tipped the Bureau off and it was requisitioned by agents the next day.
Emily said that the hotline can be reached through the mail.
I'm going to read the dead letter approval first. Greetings, Director Trench. I'd like to thank you for approving my request for the Dead Letters Archive. Cataloging the Bureau's collection of delinquent mail will provide an extremely handy database that research teams can use to search for any connections or related topics found among the letters. Aside from the more functional purposes, the archive will allow us to preserve these windows into authentic human encounters with the paranatural world. The letters came to us from various places and times, gathered by postal service as undeliverable. The Bureau is the perfect home for them. I realize that not all letters contain accounts of genuine paranatural events, but even the erroneous ones allow us insight into how the unknown is perceived by real people. Of course, I'll first compile a system to allow us to analyze letters for any information or suspected connection to AWEs and other altered material. So, thank you again. Can't wait to delve into my dead letters. P. Bartwell. Tomasi, Willow AWE outcome. National news sites have begun publishing the story of the polar bear attack on the Alaskan town. You all know I don't like to boast, but claiming that the family was killed by migrating polar bears desperate for food because their ecosystem is being ruined by global warming was a stroke of genius. Using current ecological concerns makes the public less likely to question our authority. So, another AWE behind us, and the public is none the wiser. Well done, everyone. It was a strong campaign and perfectly executed. This doesn't mean we can't stop monitoring blank for any off-message opinions. But it's looking like we're in the clear. Tomasi out. I just jogged your gaming memory with that. You've now stumbled onto a thread talking about how Control is possibly a spiritual sequel to Advent Rising. Alright, what's Advent Rising? I have not heard of that. I gotta drink some coffee. More house memory. Oh, document. I almost missed this. Book Club Samson. Book Club Notes for Penny by L. Samson. So I don't usually read a lot of sci-fi, but as far as space operas go, this was alright. The title, Unless You, could refer to a bunch of things in the book, I guess. But I thought it was a little vague and stupid. The way the characters kept throwing it around, almost like a catchphrase, got real annoying real fast. The best part of the story was the space battles. I sided with the Fixers, obviously, because they had the coolest tech and their motives had made the most sense to me. Honestly, if I had to choose between some hoity-toity flowers and gun space hippies or a badass bunch of warriors who go around devouring planets like cheap sushi on a Sunday, I know who I'm picking. And I'm with you on that one, brother. That scene where they invade the city planet and convert the entire population using those brain worms, and that space dog fight between those two ace pilots, sign me the fuck up. What kind of ruined the whole thing for me is when my favorite character got killed not even halfway through the story by getting a battery cylinder launched into his face by a gravitational anomaly. His death didn't feel necessary at all. Incredible review. This says it's unread. Oh, we can watch this in full screen.
8 inches wide and capable of storing a whopping 80 kilobytes. Stolen by our friends at the CIA, the disc held...
We already watched it though, so... I'll just follow the voice. I thought I saw some stairs over here. Oh, it's only a reflection. We don't have the security clear. Oh. Speaking of, ask and you shall receive. We got clearance level 1.
This must open the door.
I want to see what this is about real quick. Claim control point. Yes, please. Sweet. What the hell was that noise? I think the dog just ran into my door. That scared the shit out of me. Undefined reading. All right, y'all. I'm going to take a quick break here. I just need to go use the restroom. So I'm going to leave y'all with this song. Let me know if like anything weird pops up on it while I'm gone. I'm just going to keep it on this screen. Be right back. Thank you kindly for joining me. All right, I'm back. Anything weird pop up? No anomalies detected? Just rock radio with no DJ? Thank you kindly for keeping an eye on that. Rock on.
listening to America Overnight, mystifying the airwaves for more than 29 years. Thank you for staying up with us. Ghosts. We've had many callers over the years tell us of hauntings, voices, and other phantasmagorical phenomena. Today, friend of the show, Dr. Quincy Reagan, tells his story.
The fuck is that noise behind me?
This is something I experienced recently while staying at the Chili Pines Motel in Macon for last year's SuspiciaCon. I was in room 47. The night manager, an avid listener of the program, insisted I take this particular room. Now, the manager explained that years back, the body of a man was discovered under the bed, inside that wooden border that motel beds tend to have. And the body had been there a week, he said. Guests had stayed there, sleeping with the corpse a foot below. They only found the body when housekeepers complained about the smell. Hauntings have been reported in room 47 ever since. I happily took the room. I fell asleep pretty quick, checking under the bed first, of course. No ghosts visited me, no chilly spots or flickering lights. But when I woke up, I found myself under the bed. It was dark and stiflingly hot. Luckily, I was able to push the mattress off and crawl out before I suffocated. The night manager was kind enough to find me another room. Oh, there you have it, listeners. What we call ghosts take many forms. Quincy was brave enough to tell his story, and I encourage you to keep calling and writing whenever you encounter something strange, something you can't explain. Maybe you're seeing colors that we have no name for. Maybe your toaster is possessed. Remember, dear listeners, when no one else believes you, we do. America Overnight, we'll be right back.
See, I don't doubt the story behind like, oh, there's been like a dead dude just decaying under us for like a week, because I used to do biohazard remediation, and one of the jobs I did was, some dude that was basically just left in his apartment for like 3 weeks, and nobody even noticed he was like gone until, rent was due. It's kind of sad. The fuck is okay?
They can fly now. Great.
Is that his shirt hanging off his back? Ow. Damn. Ow. I'm just running to grab health right now. Maybe we'll have a better luck on a different level. Damn. He's waiting for me. I'm trying to find more little dudes so we can heal up off. Oh, there's one. shit. I don't want my stream to be disconnecting right now. It keeps on saying stream is disconnected, attempting to reconnect. Okay, but it says my stream quality is good now. Damn! Everybody got my stream got disconnected. Fuck. Okay, never mind, we're still live.